Hey, how you guys doing? Just wanted to make a video about this guy and what he's going through. You know, the world is definitely getting harder. A lot of things are happening, and let's see where this where this is going. Um, all right.
I need to say this. Let me just say it straight out the way. I am no longer married, and I'm divorced. This is not what this video is about.
Wow. Over Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I definitely understand on how he's feeling. A lot of these women today, they got too much mal attitude, game playing, delusional, especially delusional on who they really want in their life. You know, but continue with the video.
But there's something that you guys need to know. Um, when I met this woman and I told her about my Yu-Gi-Oh stuff,
Did you tell her from the beginning, or did you tell her in the middle of the relationship? Don't tell them from the middle of the relationship. Tell them from the beginning. I understand a lot of men today are lonely, depressed. You know, they're stressed out today. A lot's going on, and it's hard to go through a lot of difficult things in the world today. Definitely.
she hated it. She didn't like it.
Uh,
She
okay.
said that, hey, you could do something better with your life. You should go back to school. So you know what I did back in 2016, 17, 16? I said, you know what? Maybe she's right. And you know what I did? I sold all my equipment. I sold my
All
YouTube
of it.
channel. I
All of it.
sold
Are
all
you
my camera
serious?
stuff. I'm like, you know what? Maybe it is time to move on. Maybe it's time for me to do something better with my life. Not knowing that at that
Maybe
time,
you're a simp.
what I had was very special. At that time, something that I chose to do,
I'm
you
sorry. I'm sorry. I don't believe in marriage. I'm the kind of guy that just sit in the background and learn on what kind of situation that a lot of men are going through. I'm that kind of guy. I just sit right in the background and let women just f over these men. You know, I gotta learn at a very young age. On how they'll be acting. Definitely.
YouTube. I had something going on. Even though I had some drama and stuff going on before and I shut that drama.
As long as you were making some good money off of it. If you making 1,000 or more just a month, and then you working like part time, then you pretty good. You know, as long as you gotta make sure everything's in the proper order, balance, and you know get everything into that right order. With your money.
My channel a few times. I
I just can't stand a lot of these women today, man. I
had
just can't.
something that I completely gave up. I gave it up because someone said, hey, you know what? Maybe it is time to move on. You got to do something better with your life. There's got to be something more for your life.
But you gotta love your hobbies, man. Like
And I
if you
sold all
love
my
those
stuff
hobbies and people just judge
for
you,
a woman.
then come on now. Like
And she's no
who
longer here.
cares? Like
And
f
this
that
problem persists.
bitch, man. Effort.
She told me at that time, hey, you want to meet my mother?
Oh, here we go.
You
Here we go with this shit
need a
again.
car. Because I didn't have a car at the time. I
Oh, you
was
don't got
doing
a car. You
YouTube.
don't got
I was
this.
working from home. I didn't need to drive anywhere. Yes, YouTube is what I did for a living. It's how I paid my bills.
Look at this. Look at this shit. Like look at this. Like it's always what you don't got. It's what you do got or don't have. It's always like this, and I get so tired of this. You know, these women's like even my own family does that to me sometimes. It's like it's always what you have and what you don't have, and I get so tired of that.
And I was street performing Also, how did I street perform? I just catch the bus 20 minutes down the street, played my horn, went home. I never needed a car. But when I met this woman, you have to go back to school. You have to exercise. You have to get your degree.
She's not supposed to be the judge. She's supposed to be the supporter, not judge. Support you. If it's working out, okay. Like, I just can't stand this.
You have to do something better with your life. Even though I explained to her, this is what I chose to do. A woman comes in your life and try to tell you the plan that you chose for your life is wrong. And out of love, I choose to say, you know what? Maybe she's right. And I took a chance. I took a chance. I said, you know what? I'm gonna give this up completely. Like, for good. Sold the channel to Jobber. Sold all my
Somebody being too much of a simp. Stop.
stuff. Tried to go back to school multiple times. There's some, I don't want to say that I can't finish school, but it certainly feels like I can't. I don't know what it is. And every time I talk to people, they just think that everything I say is just an excuse. You are a grown man. You are an adult. You can do it. It's like
A grown man with a disability. Does anyone understand people got problems? Like, what is wrong with the world today, bro? Nobody's perfect. You don't know what kind of disability he has, you know? Like, what is wrong with people?
no one can see it from my perspective. It's like I am always wrong. When I study, what I do? I fall asleep. What do they say? Hey, you're lazy. You're procrastinating. You're choosing not to do this. And I'm like, that's got to be something wrong with me. When it comes to school, studying, and staying on task and staying focused, I just can't do it. And I try, and I go back to school, and I pay all this money, and I pay all this money, and I pay all this money, and I fail, and I fail, and I fail, and I fail. Music has always been there for me, and I've always been great at it. People say that, hey, they try to test me. They say, hey, you know music, right? You know this person? No. You know this person? No. You know this person? No. Well, how are you a musician? I also get people say to me, hey, what key is this in? I say, I don't know. Like, well, they say, well, how are you playing? How are you a musician? How do you play so well? I am not the type of person who is book smart or knowledgeable. I don't know things, but I know how to do things. I know how to do things physically in a creative way. I'm not a type of person who retains things and hold on to things, who can read a book and then take a test, pass it, and go on. That's not me. I am a creative-minded person. Anything that involves creativity, I can do, at least to some degree, where people are like, wow, you do it so well. You ever thought about going to school? No, I tried. It doesn't work. So, this is all tying together. I met the parents. They asked me, hey, what do you do for a living? I had to tell them I am a musician. I couldn't tell them I was a street musician. I am a musician. Then they said, hey, you have a degree? I said, I don't have a degree. My ex-wife parents did not speak to me for 2 years and told her not to marry me because I don't have a degree. What sense does that make? So I give up this YouTube thing. I give up my entrepreneurial things. I try to do something that's not innately a part of my strengths at all because I'm thinking I'm in love to do something for somebody to prove something.
I was about to say something, but
And this
let me
continues on through the marriage. She says, hey, you need to find a hobby. I'm like, oh, let me play Yu-Gi-Oh again. So, last December, last year, I start my channel up again. I buy my channel back from Java. Like, oh, she gave me the okay to go into a hobby. You know what she said?
What do you mean you sold your channel though? You sold it to somebody? I don't know.
You're spending too much time playing those cards. It's either the cards or me. She literally said that. I like, you just said I need a hobby, I get into a hobby, and now you said I'm doing it too much. What is it? What do I do? She says, why are you into those cards so much? I said, hey, I need to make a video about something. And I haven't played this card game for 2 years, on and off. How can I make a video for my subscribers about something I have no knowledge of? And I try to explain it to her, but she don't get it. She thinks it's just cards you pick up and you just play like Uno. It's not that way. Every 3 months, a new set come out, new stuff come out. I can't make a video about something if I don't know what it's about. I can't start my channel back up and just start making videos. I have to be in it. I have to learn about it and learn what's going on. So, she hated those cards. She literally cried because of those cards. And people say,
Probably because of her family kept judging her about you, you know, like family can really be the #1 enemy than anyone else in the world today, you know. Like, I can see that her family just continued, just kept bothering her about that. Oh, he ain't nothing. He playing Yu-Gi-Oh cards. He's doing this, like, he's a loser. I know the family just kept bothering her over a lot of these things. Definitely, like.
say, hey, priorities, man. It's your wife, or, you know, you got to do what you got to do. But then I'll be back at that point where I'm giving up things that I like, things that's a part of my life for someone else to feel happy. And I feel miserable in the process.
You don't have to do that. You're doing that because you're a simp. If she doesn't agree with you, then F her. Like, I don't understand that. Like, you should have definitely figured this out way before you met this girl. I don't understand that.
Process. I'm sitting there watching all these YouTubers come out and make videos and do all this stuff. They're traveling. I'm like, that's what I used to do. I love that. I miss that. Why can't she come along with my journey instead of scrutinizing me? And then that's money gone from me. It's not about the money, but that was money gone from me. Then street performing. I said to her, hey, I don't want to move away from Baltimore. You might be thinking, why? That's where my home base is. My gigs, my performances, everything. Keep in mind, I didn't have a job. Like, when I say I don't have a job, like a real job. A real job is, you know, going in 9 to 5. I didn't have a real job for over 10 years. It was YouTube and playing my horn. That's how I paid all my bills. So when we got married and we moved out to Baltimore to somewhere else that I didn't want to be, she said, hey, how come you're not paying the bills? And I was like, what? I have a job. I have a 9 to 5 job. I don't make enough from this 9 to 5 job to pay all these bills.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. You know, definitely working a 9 to 5 job. I wasn't like fully paying all the bills, and I couldn't travel. I still couldn't travel. I'm still thinking about traveling, you know, but, you know, 9 to 5 is not perfect.
Before then, I could street performing in YouTube. I made enough money off of that to pay the bills. Now I'm working 9 to 5 all day long, and that's not a complaint because there are people who do that. But I had something that most people wish they had.
Yeah, I wish I had that. Yeah, I wish I was making two different incomes or three different incomes instead of one income. Because you're not going to get very far with just one income.
Most people wish they can go out, make some money, pay their bills, and have all day off. That was a gift.
Yes.
That was
Yes.
something. That was something that I had. Now, you can take this video as me complaining, crying, I messed up. It is all of that. It is true. I am complaining. I am hurt. I made some mistakes. I did some dumb things. And you're right. It is my fault. I chose to sell my channel. I chose
You
to give
sold your
things.
channel.
Not realizing, say, you know what? This is my YouTube channel. This is my life. You can't come into my life and dictate to me and tell me what's
Exactly. Come on now.
better for me because you don't see it from my perspective. And then get mad at me when I lose all of those things that I can't do, and I can't do what you think I should do.
Effort, bro. Effort. Who cares what you think? It's all this mouth and judging people and all this. I'm tired of these. A lot of them too. Like they'll definitely talk around your back, bro. I had those experiences in my younger days where they'll just walk behind my back and talk around my back many times. You know, like sitting there saying men ain't this, men ain't that. I went in some definitely toxic jobs. I went working in my years. You know, that's why I don't believe in marriage and relationships, especially nowadays. Like what's going on? The world has definitely changed since 2020.
I've never been that way. It's like you're trying to tell me to walk or run a lap or a race with no legs. You're trying to tell me to do something that I innately just cannot do. And when I say I can't do that, it's just an excuse. So I'm moving out. In 2 weeks, I'll be moving out. I'll have my own place again. I'm starting my life over. And you guys know I couldn't make videos when in the house. The only time I can make YouTube videos is when she's gone. And you might be thinking, oh, why is that? She would come in here from her room and say, hey, you're too loud. Hey, I'm trying to read.
You sure you wasn't right next to her making the video? Like, are you serious? Like you in the next room. How loud can you really be? How loud can you really be if you're in the next room?
I'm like, wait, what? I gotta
Must be some very those walls ain't
talk. I gotta make a video. I'm disturbing her.
but you in the next room. How loud can you be? Like seriously.
And yes, I'm venting and I'm ranting. If you stayed this long, thank you. If you didn't, it's okay. But I needed to get this.
Yeah, I stayed because you're a simp. You sipping too much for it, bro. If you like your hobbies, you like your hobbies. Ever.
This off my chest because it was brewing. I am deeply hurt.
You wouldn't be hurt if you would have told her from the beginning. Like, and if she said no, then move on to the next person. But I know how men are today. They're lonely. They're too damn lonely. A lot of men today.
And I hurt myself. I don't blame her at all.
I've been through a lot of loneliness for a long time, and I'm still in my loneliness. I'm still in it.
Everything that I've chosen to do is because I wanted to do it. I wanted to make someone happy.
No, you
I
want to
wanted
be
to
a
make,
simp.
I thought I can be that person for someone else, and I thought I can do it. I thought I can get away from YouTube and Yu-Gi-Oh! And street performing. I thought I can go back to school and pass and get a real job and make some good money to pay all my bills. I thought I could be that man who could do those things. But the truth is, I have special gifts and talents that other people wish they had to be able to pay and make money and do things in ways people wish they could. It's ironic, isn't it? It's ironic that I wish that I can go to school and work a 9-to-5 job all day long and pay all my bills. It's ironic that I want to do what people hate to do. They hate to go in and live a mundane life. They hate that. And they want to have their own business. They want to make their own money. They want to have their free time.
I would love to run my own business. Because I'm definitely tired of these people, man. I'd love to do what he's doing right now. That's a great thing. That's definitely a great thing what he's doing. No. I definitely would love to just work at a part-time job and then just do this most of the time. Definitely do YouTube most of the time and then work at that part-time job for 3 days. Definitely would love that. But a lot of people just don't have that.
I had that. I had that. Literally, I would work 3 days, 3 hours a day, and have enough at the end of the month to pay all my bills and do whatever I need and travel. But that wasn't good enough for the person I was with. It wasn't secured enough.
It was never good enough for a lot of these women. They always try to push you to be somebody you can't be.
What if you didn't make enough was the question. What about medical bills? What about this? What about that? What about retirement? What about all the stuff? So, I truly want to do YouTube full time. Not for a living. Yes, money comes along with it. And yes, my channel is dead. But I'll do it as a hobby because I like doing it and I can't give it up. I've made a video about not giving up before. I said I would never give up. I just can't. I enjoy making videos. I enjoy playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I enjoy being with my friends and doing those things. Even at this age, even 15 years later. I'm done. Thanks for watching. You can leave a comment. Tell me. I will.
You seek for your soul. You have 10 years.
Okay.
Gazelle, the king of ever. Fiend Smith, Desiree, Necro, Quip.
I bet she was just looking at him like, I can't believe he's still playing that shit. Oh. Oh man. Hey, he loves it. Like I bet she was just sitting right by the wall, right by the door. Like I can't believe he's still doing this shit. Like they seriously, they'll always give you that kind of look. I don't think he was paying attention to the eyes and her laughing, because that is a dangerous sign. That means she's gonna you know, walk out the door. Because when they give you that certain look, a woman, that means they're like, yeah, I'm pretty much done with you. So like, I bet she was just looking at him like, come on now, you still with this? But hey, wait, look at, wait a minute. And he was playing this too.
He's playing. This is okay. He's playing. He's playing U-Bell. So I guess he kind of sucks. But I do have.
He looks like he's really enjoying it. He loves what he's doing.
Fenrir.
Like, I wouldn't give that up. I definitely wouldn't give that up if I love something I really like. But hey, I'm out. Just wanted to watch his video and see what he was really going through, you know. But he ain't the only one. There's other thousands of other guys going through some shit with these women today. Like, but okay. I'm out, you know. This video doesn't surprise me. It shouldn't surprise me at all, but alright, I'm out. Don't make no goddamn sense. Like, over some damn Yu-Gi-Oh card, man. Seriously. Come on now.